Hey, hello there, industrial tech class. Welcome to my lair. This is where I play. This is where I surf the internet, watching YouTube videos on train layouts or woodworking videos. So, welcome to my lair. Today is a sub day. So you're going to be working independently as you go. So I've got some plans there in Google Classroom for you to follow along. There are two things that I need you to do today. The sub will hand those out for you. The one is an activity in VCarve, where you go through and you explore VCarve and explore the different tools that are available for you to use to draw with and to create designs in the actual VCarve software. Pretty simple to do. Shouldn't really take you much longer than 30 minutes. All you have to do is move the cursor over to each of the different tool icons till the diagram or what it is actually pops up, and then you just write down what that tool is. So for as an example, you'll put the draw circle, you'll put the cursor over the draw circle icon, it'll pop up and it'll tell you draw circle. That's all I want for that. So get that done so it'll familiarize you with where those different tools are in VCarve. Once you have that done, so turn that into the sub so he or she can get it to me for grading. Then go, and at that point you have your selection of different chip and dip trays. So there's a whole bunch of those handouts there for you. You can choose whichever one you want to do. So follow through. I know you got to read this stuff. Read it. Follow through step by step as you go in and make that drawing in VCarve. So that we'll use later on to generate and write some toolpaths with it. But for right now, you just need to learn how to draw. Now, it's important to read that and follow it step by step. Do exactly like I tell you to in that handout, because VCarve has a few quirks to it. And you might click on something and it's going to act in a way that you don't want it to do. That's okay. That's part of learning. So there is a undo button. Just go back up to the edit undo. You'll get it to back up and then try it again. So when you get all that done, I've got instructions on how I want you to save that file. So remember, you're going to save that file to your desktop. That file is going to have a .crv file extension. So you want to make sure that you understand that when you see that .crv on any type of file, that's a VCarve file. Only VCarve software will recognize what that file extension is and open it up. So you want to make sure that you have that. Save it to your desktop, then drop it into your Google Drive under your VCarve there so that you can have that next time and open that up every time you need to use it. You're also going to submit that to me through Google Classroom as the assignment. It's on there, all the instructions of what I want you to save it as. Just use the depending on which one you chose, it gives you instructions on how to name that file and save it when you submit it to me. Don't forget, on any of these file naming, you're always going to add that hyphen, your first initial and your full last name there to it, so I know whose it is, and follow that file naming system that we've got in place. Anyway, I hope you have a great day. I hope you get this taken care of. I'll be back next week to answer any questions. We will be having a line types quiz and test come next week as well, so make sure you review over some of your line types. You should have that handout, and I'll give that to you again so we can talk and discuss that, and you can get through that as well. So if you have any questions, shoot me an email. Send me a message through Google Classroom. I'll try to get back to you and answer it as I can. Otherwise, we'll take care of it next week when I see you back in class. So have a great day and an even better weekend. So we'll look forward to seeing you next week. Bye.